DreAllDay.com.
Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. Today's daily motivation is about going to bed smarter than you woke up. What does this mean? It's actually a very simple concept. I think that when you all just heard that, I think you understand it. What it means is you need to know something, have done something, have accomplished something over the course of your day, every single day, that makes you a more valuable, more useful, and higher level contributing member of society every single day. That means you need to be investing your time, money, attention, energy, and focus into things that are actually making you better and improving you on a daily basis. This is not something that happens by default. And there are studies that have shown, I don't know how exactly they found this out, I guess by doing surveys, but years ago, this was the thing. This is way back even in the 90s, they were saying this, that after people finish their formal schooling, whether that's high school, college, post grad, whatever, that most people never read another book on their own volition for the rest of their lives after they finish school. And it's a microcosmic example of the fact that most people don't do any voluntary learning or any voluntary growth of your mind after you finish school. Because in school, you're pretty much forced to learn, if you want to call whatever happens in school learning. You're forced to, because you got to sit there for 8 hours a day and you got the teachers talking to you, and you might eventually pick something up if you're sitting there all day. But when you get out of school, nobody's forcing you to do that anymore. And most people never engage in it ever again. They never read another book. They never learn anything new. They just go and get there. They get into their jobs, their careers, whatever it's going to be. And they pretty much sit there for the rest of their lives without getting any better or any smarter. This is something that I've always said, is that after puberty, which is usually around the age that we finish school, so somewhere around between the ages 18 and 25-ish, something like that, the only growth that any of us experiences must be completely voluntary, meaning we must choose to do it. You have to do it on purpose to grow and get better. I mean, you got to do things on purpose to get smarter. You have to go to the bookstore and buy a book. You got to go on some website and sign up for a course. You have to buy a ticket to go to a conference and go sit in the audience and take notes and actually apply whatever you heard from the stage. You have to do these things on purpose, and a lot of people don't do this. So for you, the mandate here is, on a daily basis, you need to have this systematized. It needs to be part of your daily process. What are you doing to actually make yourself better, smarter, more valuable, and uh, a higher level, again, as I said, a contributing member of society? If you don't have a process for doing this, then it's not going to happen on a regular basis. And people who are getting better every single day, that's 365 days of getting better, and it's compounding on itself, right? Any of you don't understand how compounding works, just go Google an article on it, or a video if you're watching this on YouTube, and you can understand it's a relatively simple concept, but it has a very powerful outcome. Because if I get 1% better today, then tomorrow I get 1% better, the next day 1% better over the course of a year. Some people will say, well, that's 365%, right? You add up all the ones, but it's actually not, because if I get 1% better today, tomorrow I'm getting 1% better on the person who I am tomorrow, which means I'm adding 1% to a bigger amount, if you understand what I'm saying, because I got better yesterday. So the amount that I'm improving is more because I'm adding 1% to a number that's bigger. Then I add 1% to a number that's even bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And this is how people talk about compounding, mostly when they're talking about investing and compound interest in finance. But compounding works the same way when it comes to improving yourself, when it comes to improving your mind and getting better. Because when you add skills to a person who's at this level, then they get up to here. But then you add more skills to a person who's already here. Now they improve even more. Then they improve even more and more and more. So the numbers start getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's kind of like if you take the number one, or I think as an example somebody gave, you take a penny and you tell somebody, well, I'll double your penny every single day. And how long do you think it's going to take for you to get to, a significant amount of money? And you can even do that on your calculator on your phone. I'm not going to do it now, but you can do it right now. Just go in your calculator on your phone, put in 1 cent, and then just put it times 2 and just keep hitting the button, keep hitting the equals button. See how many times you got to hit it before you have what you would consider a significant amount of money. Is actually not that many times. And a lot of people don't understand that, but that's basically how compounding works when it comes to your personal growth, the same way it works when it comes to numerics and finance. So the whole point here today is put into your schedule, structure into your daily life, something you're going to do every day to make yourself smarter. One easy way you can do this, read a book. Right? Get some books, and every day, make sure you take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour, whatever you can, and read the book. And you'll finish one book, read the next book. Finish that one, get to the next one. And once you pick up this habit, it'll be easier to keep doing it than it is to break it. So with that said, folks, make sure you leave a comment on this video. Let me know the best insight you got from today's vid, best action step you took based on what you heard down in the comment section. Make sure you do all the YouTube stuff. Hit the subscribe button, notification bell, like the video, share the video, let somebody who needs to hear this get this message. My text message line, I send out a text message. I don't know how often we're going to do it yet. I'll decide pretty soon. But I do send out text messages. It might be every Monday. It might be more frequent, might be less. Who knows? But you should get in my text community because that does exist. Text me at my number, 305-384-6894. That number is down below in the description. And Work on Your Game University. That's where I do all my coaching. Any courses, any trainings, any high-level frameworks that I have are all going to be part of the university. We're working on revamping and enhancing how we have it set up right now. So that's going to make even more value for the people who are already members of the university. So I would suggest, if you know what I know, you get in there now. So that's at workonyourgameuniversity.com. That link down below in the description. Work on your game. Dre